Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Bigger's Garage. This is the Toyota truck known as the 22R that was found in one of the our previous videos, which is going to be linked in the upper right corner of this video. So today we're just going to do a quick walk around and we're going to talk a little bit about why this car is so symbolic and so sought after. Again, this is the 22R and I'll teach you a little bit about it. Anyways, let's get to it. So this specific one, the one that we have, it's a 1987 Toyota pickup. At the time they were called pickups. Outside the United States they were named as Hilux, but over here in the States it was just called Toyota pickup. So that's it, that's the whole name. The only thing that has changed here would be we put some Pro Comp wheels on this with some Kumho tires from factory. This thing comes with 14 inches. I believe these are 15s. Yeah, right here, 205 55 15 tires. And then the other thing that we have that we changed would be the Toyota Momo steering wheel right here. So this is a different part than this guy. This is just a Momo steering wheel and then the Toyota button. Then we have a TRD shift knob, Pioneer head unit, and a tachometer, which all this we showed in the previous video. These are a set of seats from an MR2 AW11. They're in pretty good condition. We were able to get the same color as the rest of the interior. Now, talking a little bit about the specifics of this car, not all of them come with the sliding window. The majority of them come with just a regular window that you can't move it or anything like that. It's a manual. They're worth a good amount if they're manuals. If they're automatics, they are worth less, but not much less. So it does take a little bit of money out, but not too much. The other thing, the clock right here. This trim did not come with a clock. The majority of them don't, unless you have the SR5, which comes with a different cluster and a different. We saw all that stuff in the other truck. You have your e-brake, which is just a pull and turn right here. There is the front. So there's two variations of this car. The most sought after is the one that is like a little bit more squared, which runs from 1984 until 1989. Then in 89 they changed it to the more rounded one, which has a completely different interior, and the majority of it is plastic. And so this one is carburated. In the later generation from 89 to 93, they are all electronically injected, which, you know, is good and bad in certain things. I mean, it's kind of like up to you that change. This one, like I said, is carbureted. I like the carbureted because it sounds a little bit more raw. And here's another shot of the tires and wheels that we put on it. And then here at the back, so this one is a long bed. So instead of having, so the shorter bed would end about like right here. I believe you get an extra 2 feet or an extra foot or something like that. And then over here in the bed,
the Toyota pickup is a reliable, fantastic car.
So there you have it. He said it himself. You know, it's the most common truck you've seen. These are famous. For example, it was the car that was used in Toy Story to deliver the pizza from, what's it called, Pizza Planet in Toy Story. Oh, over here we have some BGG stickers. If you guys want a BGG sticker, let us know on Instagram and we can get one delivered to you as soon as we can. And then other than that, take it for a spin to show you guys a little bit how it drives. So we have the engine right here. I'll go start it in a second. But there you have it, as the 22R. If it had an E at the front, it would be electronically injected. Now this one, like I said, is the carburetor. Some really interesting things here is the power steering deposit is fully metallic. It's not plastic or anything like that. Then you have another thing that's interesting to me is that right here it says, for the service, the oil and oil filter will be every 5,000 miles if you use severe condition. Under normal condition, every 10,000 miles, which is pretty crazy to me. The fact that you can change the oil every 10,000 miles, that's pretty crazy. I don't know. I still change it every 3,000 or 4,000 miles just out of like peace of mind, but it's just crazy that it has that right there. This chassis is known as the RN55. I don't know if you can read it right there. Yeah, it's called the RN55. I believe it varies whether it is a runner or a truck and all that stuff. I've had this car for about 40,000 miles now. I bought it when it had a 200 and something, and now it's at 240-ish. And I've had nothing but just working stuff, and I've never had necessarily a single problem with it. These are the 22Rs is known to be one of the most reliable engines of all time made by Toyota, and that's mostly due to its simplicity. I mean, it's just a single overhead cam, 4-cylinder that doesn't have anything special to it. I mean, you can reach anything. It's pretty easy to look at. There's not much going on. It's just straight simplicity and reliability, right? This is the same engine that came in the Celica GT from the early 80s. It's very popular for that, and a lot of people will ask you when you have a Celica, is that the one with the 22R? And a lot of people do recognize that one a little bit more due to its longevity of an engine. It's attached to a 5-speed, so let's go drive it around for a little bit.
Okay.
Look at that sunset. That's beautiful. Anyways, let's go take it for a spin. So this is in first gear. Turn on the lights. You know, it doesn't have a lot of things. For example, because this was the base model back in the day, it doesn't have different settings for the wipers. It just has wipers, super fast, and none at all. It doesn't have like the one where it's intermittent for like every 5 seconds or whatever it is. Doesn't have that. The mileage, don't get scared by it if you're looking to get one of these, because for example in mine I have 240 and a lot of them come with like 280, 300 sometimes. Like, I mean, it's like I said, it's a very reliable engine, so that's nothing to worry about as long as it's in good condition. Not all of them are 5 speeds. This one, fortunately, it is a 5-speed, but some of them are 4 speeds, and you don't want that. It's just such a boring it's just so boring to have only 4 speeds. So you know, it does what it does. It drives more like a car than a truck, and that's because, you know, it basically is a car, because it's not raised or anything like that, and the suspension is not crazy stiff, and it's not made to pull things like a diesel truck or something like that. It's made to be extremely useful and functional around town. So it's fantastic because you're sitting at the regular height that you would sit at any car, but you're driving a truck.
In conclusion, with its high versatility, low gas consumption, incredibly high reliability, this is the best daily driver. It may not take you fast, but it'll take you reliably, cheaply, and with a lot of style.
So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out.